What are ego states in transactional analysis? Eric Berne demystified personalities for us in 1958 with his transactional analysis model. Find out more about TA with Dr. Peraz's TA for Non-TA series. This is the first of the series. Transactional analysis shows us how people are structured psychologically. Ever wondered how and why people function the way they do? Ever wondered what makes you behave the way you do? What is it that makes you who you truly are? Transactional analysis takes a closer look at personalities and the way people express themselves through their behavior styles. Indeed, TA is now the most powerful tool used for many training and communication development purposes. Isn't it a wonder how TA improves communication to such a great extent? We'll decode this for you. In this video, we'll take a look at the ego states of TA. Ever observed the way you've behaved and reacted in a single day? Let's take any day, for example. Maybe someone stressed you out, perhaps a colleague at work, and you reacted with anger. Maybe you said a couple of unnecessary things. You may have even changed your mind later and let things go. You shook hands with a smile to work towards a common professional goal. Yet, you found yourself sulking a bit for the whole weekend, feeling bad over the misunderstandings. Have you ever felt the way you behave, think, and respond may resonate with your parents or parental figures? Or maybe a younger version of you? Or do you feel you could have handled the situation differently by using the available resources around you? Why do you behave the way you do? The ego state model of TA helps you understand exactly what's happening to you. It brings you closer to knowing personalities and decoding the best communication methods. Definition of ego states. Eric Berne defined an ego state as a consistent pattern of feeling and experience directly related to a corresponding consistent pattern of behavior. Eric Berne describes a person to display three ego states. Communication happens via one or all of these three states. These states consist of our behaviors, thoughts, and feelings, values, beliefs, culture, and life rules. The TA practice defines three states in which we operate: parent ego state, adult ego state, child ego state. This PAC model aptly displays the shifts of our ego states. In our earlier example, we noticed you shouted at the colleague. Maybe you reprimanded them using a parent ego state, one where you disapproved their style of working. Your sulking is a reflection of the child ego state, and the one where you decided to let things go consciously to resume work in a healthy spirit is your adult ego state. With a lack of adult awareness, you may not have been conscious of the shifting ego states. That's what ego states are. Berne says that each ego state is defined by a combination of feelings and experiences which consistently occur together. Here's the definition. Parent ego state. The behaviors in this ego state represent behaviors, thoughts, and feelings that are copied from the parents or parent figures. Adult ego state. These are behaviors, thoughts, and feelings which are direct responses to the here and now. Child ego state. These are behaviors, thoughts, and feelings replayed from childhood. Understanding the ego state model allows you to check your behaviors, feelings, and experiences while understanding your connection with others. Sounds complex? Let's make it easy for you. The parent ego state is one where you're influenced by the voices inside your head, and these voices belong to your parents, grandparents, or teachers. Sometimes you speak like a parent by saying, "You shouldn't do this," or "This is not appropriate." It's all about the don'ts, mustn'ts, always remember, and never forget. If you feel you've replayed a certain behavior and felt familiar feelings as you did when you were a child, you might be displaying the child ego state. You might have felt butterflies in your tummy at a public speaking event, just as you did when you were asked to address a class in school. Boy, wasn't that event scary. These thoughts are replayed even now. But if you feel you've dealt with a situation in a grown-up way using your thoughts and feelings to display behavior in tandem with the present moment to determine your course of action, then you're in the adult ego state. What's interesting is that we need all our three states for a balanced life. We need adult ego state to enable us for better decision-making skills. We need the parent ego state to live peacefully in the society by conforming to basic rules. And we need the child ego state to keep that spark of creativity and spontaneity alive. That's what makes you as a person. Understanding the ego states gives you the power to understand and be understood in every situation. You give yourself the choice to respond better to situations while comprehending information easily. You not only turn into an effective communicator, but you also build empowering connections for life. Love the concept? Subscribe to our channel for the next chapter in the TA for non-TA video series based on strokes. Did you know you can learn TA to use its concepts and be coached to be a winner for life? After all, it's all about the power of your mind. Meet Dr. Prosperous, an award-winning life leadership coach, coach supervisor, author, trainer, and speaker. Find out how you can give your personality a boost with his coaching and training programs. Learn effective methods to improve self-confidence, communication, conflict management, and be trained towards excellence. Say hello to Dr. Prosperous on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or visit his website at www.matrix.in. Dr. Prosperous Wellness Private Limited is aimed to inspire self, empower others, and transform generations through their thinking, feelings, and actions.